Let's look at an amazing chess trap where you try to trap the opponent's queen, and when your opponent tries to save his queen, he ends up losing other material. So here is the Wurzburger trap. So the game starts with e4, e5, knight to c3, knight f6, and now f4. We have entered the Falkbeer variation of the Vienna Gambit. Black will most likely counter-attack in the center with d5, and now here you can simply grab the e5 pawn and thereby attacking the f6 knight over here. Knight will capture on e4 pawn, and now you can attack this knight with the move d3. And here your opponent might try to play a very interesting move, queen to h4. Checking the white king, and since white doesn't want to lose his castling rights, he is forced to block this check with the move g3. And here your opponent will take this pawn, attacking this trapped rook over here and threatening to reveal a discovered attack on your king again. Notice you cannot capture this knight over here because you will then simply lose this rook over here. So therefore, instead of playing here a very bad defensive move like queen to f3, you should now start counter-attacking black with the strong move knight to f3. The opponent's queen is under attack and now he is forced to move. So he will move the queen to h5. And now you can capture this d5 pawn with an attack on this c7 pawn and threatening to fork black's pieces. And here we have come to a very interesting situation in the game, because there are 4 ways in which black can respond to this situation. Either he can play knight to a6 in order to defend this pawn, or he can counter attack with bishop g4, or it can capture this rook in the corner, or he can simply move this king to the d8 square. Let's see what happens in all of these scenarios. So first of all, if your opponent plays knight to a6 in order to guard this pawn, then that quickly loses to knight f4, attacking black's queen one more time. Queen moves to h6, and now knight to e2, attacking this knight as well as revealing a discovered attack on this queen. Queen is forced to move to the c6 square, and now knight takes knight simply wins a piece for white. Let's go back. So knight a6 is definitely not working. What if your opponent counter attacks with bishop to g4, double attacking this knight over here? Then in that case, you can simply continue with knight f4, attacking black's queen. If bishop captures knight, forking your pieces, then you can capture opponent's queen, he will capture your queen, and now pawn takes knight, bishop takes pawn, and now you will play b3, trapping this bishop over here. This bishop cannot go anywhere. After king d2, attacking the bishop, this bishop is gonna go off the board, and black would be down in material. Let's go back. Now the third possibility over here is that after you threaten to capture this c7 pawn with a fork, black might just simply go ahead and capture your rook in the corner. Then what can you play? Well, you can capture the c7 pawn with a check. You are forking black's pieces. King moves to d8, and now knight captures rook. Bishop comes to g4, double attacking this knight over here. And now bishop to e2, protecting this knight. Bishop b4 check, you simply block the check. Bishop comes to a5, and now bishop g5 check, attacking black's king. He blocks the check with f6, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, bishop takes pawn, forking black's pieces. King moves to c8, and now bishop takes rook, wins tremendous material for white. Let's go back. So here in this situation, black can also decide to play a bit defensive by moving the king to the d8 square in order to protect this pawn over here. But that move simply loses to knight f4. We are attacking the queen one more time. If queen moves to g4, then that would be a deadly mistake because bishop h3 will simply trap the queen. The queen will have no safe places to go on the board, and after this queen capture, black will be in completely losing position. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel if you learned something new today. And now here is the question of the day for you. White is up in material by 3 points, but it is black's turn in the game. So can you tell me the sequence of best moves that black should play in order to win this game? Let me know your answers in the comments box, and I'll see you in the next video.